Hello and welcome to my channel. My name's Ali and this here is Toffee and Fidget, and in this video I'm going to be showing you how these lovely ladies are getting a cage upgrade. Now I am a chinchilla breeder, and when you breed chinchillas you need to have smaller cages. The Ferret Nation type cages are brilliant for pet chinchillas, absolutely marvellous, but for breeding animals they're not very good because they're not baby safe and they're not safe for the expectant mothers. Now with Fidget and Toffee, I am in fact retiring them from breeding so I can upgrade them to a much larger cage. Now Fidget is heavily pregnant. She's actually due in a few days time, so I can't move her into this cage until the kits are weaned, which will be at 8 weeks time. And Toffee has just started weaning her last lot of kits, and then that's it for both of them, no more breeding. Now the reason why I'm retiring Fidget is because she's 7 years old now, and I just think it's time for her to have her retirement. And for Toffee, she's only 4 years old, and the reason why I'm retiring her from breeding is because every single time she has a litter she has 3 or 4 kits, and it's hard on her body. It's really hard. Hopefully they'll get on together because they do have, Fidget and Toffee both have quite similar personalities, so I'm hoping there won't be any issues there, and if there's not, great, this cage is going to be marvellous for them. So let's show you the cage. So this is the cage. I do have cages similar to this already. I have a couple of double Liberta Explorer cages which are absolutely fabulous. They are so sturdy and quite robustly made, but I didn't go for Liberta again because they've changed the cages slightly and the cage design, and I wasn't keen on the new design, and I thought for £300 I've got to be keen on the design. So instead I went for this cage, which is a Cozy Pets cage. Now this one is half the price of the Liberta cage, so it does feel more flimsy, but it's a nice cage. What I like about the cage is that it's all metal, so there's no plastic to worry about at all in the cage. Now it did come with metal shelves, but unfortunately they arrived damaged, crumpled. I wasn't going to use them anyway, so I actually got a little bit of a refund on this cage, but I've actually replaced all the metal shelving, well most of the metal shelving, with wood instead. So at the bottom of the cage you've got 2 shelves. They're kiln dried pine shelves. Now I bought planks of this from a store called Wicks in the UK. So I think I bought 5 planks for like £30. So this is just cut up. So we've cut it up to make the shelving. Also I've got a corner shelf which is just kiln dried pine again, and that I just got online on a local hardware store kind of shop. And I've got fleece at the bottom. I am actually adding more stuff to this cage, but it hasn't arrived in the mail yet. It's been shipped to me, and I'm impatient and wanted to get this video up to show you what this cage is going to look like. Now top level we've got fleece again, and I've got 2 more corner shelves, and I've also got a hammock for them, and I'm also getting a hide for them, and I've got a hay rack for them. I'll be using a glass water bottle and a metal food dish. There's seagrass here as well, hanging seagrass. I did want to have hanging toys from the bottom of the cage, but I think that's going to be a bit tricky because with the Liberta cages, there's like a grid underneath the tray so that you can hang stuff from the bottom at the top, if that makes sense. Probably doesn't. So I was hoping to have hammocks at the bottom and hanging toys, but I don't know how I'm going to do that with this cage because it doesn't have the bars to hang things at the top. So I may have to do a bit of DIY and put in like a wire or a metal rod to kind of hang things from. I am thinking about getting a wheel for this cage. I'm not sure yet because, to be honest with you, these chinchillas are going to have just been coming out of breeding, and I don't really want them overexerting themselves. So I will see how they get on without a wheel, and if I feel they need a wheel, I will certainly be purchasing one for them. So I just wanted to give you a little kind of tour of this cage to show you what it's like and how much more spacious it is for them, and basically what kind of cage they're going to get. Also, I'd say I do have cages like this already for my non-breeding animals, and any animals that I am retiring, I am trying to upgrade to these type of cages. I don't know if I'll buy this cage again because one, it came damaged, it's quite flimsy, and also again some design flaws with it. For example, you pull out the bottom of the tray and there's nothing underneath it. There's nothing to stop the chinchillas just from escaping. So it's not the most well thought out cage, but it's good for the price. So yeah, this is the cage I got. To say, I'm going to be adding things to it once I've got the rest of the toys and hides I've bought online in this cage. I will most certainly do an update, and especially once the chinchillas are actually in this cage, I will do an update for you. Obviously they can't go in it yet because they're still, as I say, Fidget's just about to give birth and Toffee's only just weaned her kits, so it'll be a while yet, but when they do go in it, I'll make sure I give you an update video of how they're getting on in their new cage. And as I say, any of my chinchillas that aren't breeding or haven't got health issues which prevent them from having this type of cage will be getting a cage like this because I absolutely love them. I think that it gives them absolutely loads of space. They're just brilliant.